For thousands of years, it's been one of the world's great mysteries. Just how were the pyramids built so deep in the Egyptian desert?
In 1972, scientists discovered a natural nuclear reactor in a mine in Gabon, which operated on its own 2 billion years ago. This reactor ran for hundreds of thousands of years, revealing that Earth once had the perfect conditions for spontaneous nuclear fission. This site now offers unique insights into ancient nuclear activities and helps improve modern nuclear safety. But what if there are more of these reactors hidden beneath us, still active and unknown? Join us as we explore these deep, powerful secrets. Earth's hidden powerhouse. This natural reactor was active about 2 billion years ago, when the amount of uranium-235 in natural uranium was around 3%, much higher than today. This higher concentration was crucial for the reactor to work, allowing a self-sustaining nuclear chain reaction. Several specific conditions had to be met: a high enough concentration of uranium-235, water to moderate the reactions, and a geological setup that kept everything in place and trapped the needed materials. Studying the Oklo reactor has given scientists new insights into nuclear physics. It acts like a natural laboratory, showing how nuclear reactions can occur without human help. The reactor worked for several 100,000 years, giving scientists a chance to see how fission products moved and how the surrounding geology changed over time. But this wasn't the only interesting part. The Oklo reactor also provides important information for geology and environmental science. For instance, how radioactive materials moved or stayed put at Oklo helps with nuclear waste management today. By looking at the natural barriers and containment at Oklo, scientists can learn how to better isolate radioactive waste safely. The Oklo reactor also sparks interest in astrobiology and cosmochemistry. It shows a natural example of nuclear fission that could happen on other planets. This helps scientists think about similar conditions elsewhere in the universe, potentially aiding the search for extraterrestrial energy sources and understanding how planets form. Yet, despite its significance, some people have misunderstood the Oklo reactor. There are wild theories suggesting it was made by an ancient, advanced civilization, not a natural event. However, these ideas lack scientific support and are generally dismissed by experts. Dr. Glenn T. Seaborg highlighted the extraordinary natural circumstances needed for such a reactor to exist, reinforcing its natural origin. But here's another surprising fact. The ongoing study of the Oklo reactor continues to influence various scientific fields. It pushes the limits of what we know about nuclear processes on Earth and possibly other planets. It shows how complex natural nuclear reactions are and reminds us to be careful with assumptions about nuclear stability and radioactive material behavior over long periods. The discovery of the Oklo natural nuclear reactor has been a key moment in linking geology and nuclear physics. It has reshaped our understanding of Earth's geological history and nuclear potential. It remains a vital case study in natural nuclear fission, with ongoing research expected to further boost our knowledge in nuclear science, waste disposal, and planetary sciences. This discovery highlights the intricate connection between Earth's geological activities and nuclear phenomena. In conclusion, the Oklo natural nuclear reactor is not just a scientific curiosity. It has profound implications for many fields, from improving nuclear waste management to guiding the search for energy sources on other planets. Its study helps us understand not just our own planet's history, but also the potential for similar phenomena elsewhere in the universe. And as research continues, who knows what other secrets this ancient reactor might reveal? Let's dive deeper into the hidden parts of our world next. Exploring invisible realities. Human perception is quite limited when it comes to the range of frequencies and energies we can detect. For example, the light we can see falls within a narrow range of wavelengths, from about 430 to 770 terahertz. Beyond this range, there are ultraviolet light, X-rays, gamma rays, and more, all invisible to our eyes but detectable with modern technology. Similarly, we can hear sounds between 20 Hz and 20 kilohertz. Sounds outside this range, like the low-frequency infrasound used by elephants and whales to communicate over long distances, or the high-frequency ultrasound used by bats and dolphins for echolocation, are beyond our hearing capabilities, but are essential for these animals. But this isn't the worst part. Our limited senses mean that our understanding of the world is confined to what we can perceive and what our devices can measure. Our experience of reality is shaped by these perceptual boundaries. The idea that there might be more than the 3 dimensions of space and 1 dimension of time that we are familiar with is a key concept in advanced physics theories. For instance, string theory, which tries to unify general relativity and quantum mechanics, suggests there could be up to 10 spatial dimensions and 1 time dimension. These extra dimensions are thought to be so small that we can't detect them directly. If these extra dimensions exist, they could harbor types of matter and energy that are completely different from what we know. For instance, they might not interact with light in a way that makes them visible to us, similar to how dark matter is invisible but exerts a gravitational pull. Artistic explorations often challenge our usual perceptions of reality. For example, imagining multi-dimensional beings helps us think about what creatures from these higher dimensions might look like if we could see them. This kind of art is a powerful metaphor for the hidden forces that shape our lives. But this wasn't the only fascinating part. Across many cultures, stories, and myths describe beings and gods living in realms that are invisible to human eyes, accessible only through spiritual or mystical experiences. These tales suggest that reality is layered and complex, extending beyond what we can see and touch. Metaphysical philosophy also explores the nature of reality and the existence beyond the physical world. Concepts like astral planes, spiritual dimensions, and alternate universes suggest that multidimensional beings could be part of a broader cosmos, perhaps blending the spiritual and physical worlds. Technological tools extend our senses and reveal parts of the universe that would otherwise remain hidden. Telescopes let us see far into space, showing us galaxies and cosmic events from the early universe. Microscopes reveal the tiny world of cells and microbes, details too small for our eyes alone. Each technological advancement broadens our understanding and challenges our definitions of what is real. But this wasn't the only challenge. The limits of human perception have profound philosophical implications. They make us question the nature of reality and our ability to understand it. How do we comprehend something that exists but can't be seen? How do we bridge the gap between what we know and what we don't? These questions are central to the study of knowledge or epistemology. Imagining multidimensional beings symbolizes our quest for knowledge and the exploration of the unknown. It reflects our desire to understand what lies beyond our senses and reminds us that much of reality might be beyond our direct perception. This ongoing quest brings together science, philosophy, and art in a dynamic conversation about the nature of reality and our place in it. Artistic representations of multidimensional beings not only make complex scientific ideas more accessible, but also enrich our understanding of what it means to be human in a vast and intricate universe. These explorations encourage us to look beyond our sensory limitations and consider the many layers of reality that might exist. Now let's uncover what lies beneath the ice of Antarctica. The volcanic tales of Antarctica. Antarctica is usually thought of as a cold, quiet place with lots of ice. But under all that ice, there are at least 138 dormant volcanoes. This makes Antarctica one of the most volcanic regions in the world, similar to areas like East Africa. Discovering so many volcanoes in such a frigid and isolated environment changes our understanding of Antarctica and its role in global geological processes. Many of these volcanoes are unpredictable. They're relatively young in geological terms, which makes it hard to know when they might erupt next. Only a few, like Erebus and Deception Island, are watched closely using seismometers that can detect early signs of activity. However, the harsh Antarctic environment makes it tough to maintain and access this equipment. Scientists face numerous challenges, including extreme cold, high winds, and the remote locations of these volcanoes. Despite these difficulties, the importance of monitoring these volcanoes cannot be overstated. If a major eruption were to happen in Antarctica, the effects could be huge. It could change local ice patterns and even affect global sea levels. The heat from an eruption could cause ice to melt faster, contributing to global warming. This shows how connected volcanic activity and ice dynamics are. For example, volcanic ash from an eruption could land on ice, darkening its surface and causing it to absorb more sunlight and melt more quickly. Additionally, the heat from lava flows and geothermal activity beneath the ice can also contribute to melting. Ross Island, located in the Ross Sea near Antarctica, is a key area for studying these volcanoes. It has several significant volcanoes, including Mount Erebus, Mount Terror, Mount Bird, and Mount Terra Nova. Each of these adds to the island's volcanic activity and geological diversity. For instance, Mount Erebus is very active with its lava lake and frequent eruptions, while Mount Terror is dormant and hasn't erupted recently. The geological formations on Ross Island provide valuable insights into the history and behavior of volcanic activity in Antarctica. But this wasn't the worst part. The heat from these volcanoes, especially Mount Erebus, could potentially destabilize nearby ice formations. This could affect the stability of ice shelves and contribute to rising sea levels. This connection between volcanic heat and ice melt is a critical area of study for scientists. Understanding how these processes interact is essential for predicting future changes in ice dynamics and sea level. The volcanoes of Antarctica, especially those on Ross Island, are essential for understanding both local and global environmental dynamics. Studying these volcanoes helps scientists learn more about volcanic activity in polar regions and its possible impacts on Earth's climate. Ongoing research and monitoring are vital for predicting future eruptions and mitigating their potential effects. Scientists are particularly interested in how the heat from these volcanoes interacts with the surrounding ice. For example, Mount Erebus, with its continuous activity, produces significant heat, which can melt the ice around it. This melting can contribute to changes in ice shelf stability, potentially leading to higher sea levels. But the worst part is, maintaining and accessing monitoring equipment in such a harsh environment is incredibly challenging. The extreme cold, strong winds, and remote location make it difficult for scientists to keep an eye on these volcanoes continuously. Despite these challenges, the importance of this research cannot be overstated. The data collected from monitoring these volcanoes is crucial for understanding the broader implications of volcanic activity in Antarctica. Antarctica is not just a frozen wasteland, but a region with significant volcanic activity. The volcanoes on Ross Island, especially Mount Erebus, play a crucial role in local and global environmental dynamics. Their study helps scientists understand the complex relationship between volcanic activity and ice dynamics, which is essential for predicting future changes in our climate. Ongoing research and monitoring are critical for preparing for and mitigating the effects of potential volcanic eruptions in this remote and extreme environment. Understanding the fiery side of Antarctica can help us better prepare for the impacts of volcanic activity on a global scale. The more we learn about these hidden volcanoes, the better equipped we will be to face the challenges they pose. The connection between volcanic activity and ice melt is a reminder of how interconnected our planet's systems are, highlighting the need for continued research and vigilance. Scientists continue to explore the intricate connections between volcanic activity, ice dynamics, and climate change. For example, recent studies have shown that volcanic eruptions can influence global weather patterns and even trigger short-term cooling periods due to the release of sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere, which forms reflective sulfate aerosols. Moreover, the study of Antarctic volcanoes also offers insights into the history of the continent. By examining volcanic rocks and ash layers, scientists can piece together a timeline of volcanic activity and its impacts on the environment. This information helps us understand how Antarctica's landscape has evolved over millions of years and how it might change in the future. But this wasn't the worst part. The potential for a major volcanic eruption to accelerate ice melt and raise sea levels is a significant concern for scientists and policymakers alike. The implications extend far beyond Antarctica, affecting coastal communities worldwide. Preparing for such an event requires a comprehensive understanding of the interconnected processes at play and the development of strategies to mitigate potential impacts. Understanding the hidden volcanic activity in Antarctica not only reshapes our perception of this icy continent, but also underscores the importance of continuous scientific exploration. The more we learn about these volcanoes and their interactions with the ice, the better we can anticipate and respond to the potential risks they pose. As research progresses, it becomes increasingly clear that Antarctica's volcanic activity is a crucial piece of the puzzle in understanding global climate dynamics and ensuring a sustainable future for our planet. Next, we explore the fiery past of the American Southwest. The cratered landscape of the American Southwest. The American Southwest, along with parts of Mexico, is a fascinating showcase of nature's power and diversity. The numerous craters in this vast landscape tell a compelling story of Earth's geological past and ongoing processes. From the well-preserved Meteor Crater in Arizona to the historically rich volcanic formations of Sunset Crater and the serene but rugged trails leading to Colorado's Crater Lake, each site offers unique insights and visual splendor. Even beyond the borders of the United States, Mexico's hidden Chicxulub crater plays a silent but pivotal role in our planet's biological history. Exploring these craters highlights their beauty, scientific importance, and cultural and ecological significance. Meteor Crater in Arizona stands out as one of the most scientifically significant and best-preserved impact craters on Earth. Situated in the arid landscapes near Winslow, Arizona, this gigantic crater was created approximately 49,000 years ago by the impact of a massive nickel-iron meteorite. The collision was so intense that it excavated about 175 million metric tons of rock, forming a crater about 1.2 kilometers in diameter and 170 meters deep. The discovery and subsequent research at Meteor Crater have provided a wealth of information about the processes and consequences of meteorite impacts. The crater is also a popular tourist destination, featuring a museum and various visitor facilities, making it an excellent educational site for both scholars and the public. Sunset Crater in Arizona reveals a different aspect of geological activity: the dynamic and visually striking results of volcanic eruptions. As part of the San Francisco volcanic field, Sunset Crater is the youngest cinder cone volcano in this region, having erupted between 1064 and 1067 AD. The eruptions produced not only vast lava flows, but also a large field of scoria and volcanic ash that covered the surrounding landscape. This geological activity has had a profound effect on the local environment, creating a unique ecological niche that supports a diverse range of plant and animal life. Today, Sunset Crater Volcano National Monument allows visitors to walk through a stark yet beautiful landscape that continuously shapes and is shaped by natural forces. But this wasn't the worst part. The volcanic ash and lava flows from Sunset Crater's eruption significantly altered the local environment, making it harder for ancient inhabitants to live in the area. However, over time, the land healed, and now it supports a unique ecosystem that draws scientists and tourists alike. Crater Lake in Colorado offers a completely different experience. This lake, nestled within the Indian Peaks wilderness, is not the result of a meteoric impact, but rather glacial activity, which has carved out a deep basin filled with crystal-clear water. The hike to Crater Lake is renowned for its scenic beauty, and the opportunity to observe local wildlife in a relatively untouched natural setting. At an elevation of over 10,000 feet, the lake area presents unique challenges and rewards for hikers, from the thin mountain air to the lush wildflower meadows that bloom in late spring and summer. The area also requires permits for camping, ensuring that its pristine condition is maintained for future generations to enjoy. But this wasn't the worst part. The high elevation and challenging hike make it tough for some people to reach Crater Lake, limiting its accessibility. Yet those who make the journey are rewarded with breathtaking views and a sense of peace in this remote natural haven. In Mexico, the Chicxulub crater provides a stark contrast to the visible and accessible craters of the American Southwest. Buried beneath the Yucatan Peninsula, Chicxulub is not readily visible, but its effects are globally significant. This crater, with a diameter of over 150 kilometers, is widely accepted as a remnant of the impact that led to the mass extinction of the dinosaurs 65 million years ago. The study of Chicxulub has revolutionized our understanding of impact craters and their ecological consequences, highlighting the fragility of life on Earth and the potential for sudden environmental changes to drastically alter the course of biological evolution. But this wasn't the worst part. The Chicxulub impact caused massive fires, tsunamis, and a nuclear winter effect that drastically changed Earth's climate. Yet, this catastrophic event also paved the way for mammals, including humans, to eventually thrive. The craters in the American Southwest and Mexico tell us much about our planet's violent past and its ability to adapt and recover. These natural wonders offer a glimpse into the powerful forces that have shaped our world. They are living laboratories where scientists can study the impact of meteors and volcanic activity, helping us understand not just Earth's history, but also its future. For example, Meteor Crater provides vital data on how meteor impacts affect the Earth's surface. Sunset Crater showcases how volcanic eruptions can transform landscapes and create new ecosystems. Crater Lake in Colorado reminds us of the beauty and tranquility that glacial activity can create. Chicxulub Crater, though hidden, teaches us about the impact events that can change the course of life on Earth. But this wasn't the worst part. These craters also remind us of the potential dangers we face from space and geological activity. Understanding them better can help us prepare for future events that might threaten our planet. Now, we look up to see how ancient builders reached for the stars. Strange connections to Orion and Sirius. Pyramids have always been centers of curiosity and research, not just for their enormous size and long-lasting presence, but also for their potential links to the stars. A popular idea is that these pyramids were purposely aligned with the constellation of Orion and linked to Sirius, the brightest star in the night sky. This suggests a deep connection between ancient building practices and the stars, adding a layer of mystery to their historical and cultural importance. The pyramids, from Egypt's Giza Plateau to China's Xi'an province and Mexico's Teotihuacan, are marvels of human ingenuity and continue to be subjects of research and curiosity. The theory claims that these pyramids are globally coordinated with the stars of Orion and are linked to Sirius, which is often associated in esoteric traditions with supernatural dimensions and capabilities. Starting with the Giza pyramids, these structures are among the most iconic and thoroughly studied monuments in the world. The connection between these pyramids and the stars of Orion's belt primarily originates from the hypothesis presented in the 1990s by researchers Robert Bauval and Adrian Gilbert. They suggested that the layout of the Giza pyramids was a terrestrial map of Orion's belt, reflecting a kind of star worship or an attempt to mirror the heavens on Earth. This alignment theory, while fascinating, is viewed with skepticism by mainstream Egyptologists, who agree that while the stars held significant religious importance in ancient Egypt, many of the alignment theories involve substantial speculation and lack definitive archaeological evidence. While many people are fascinated by the idea of star alignments, it often overshadows the real achievements of the ancient Egyptians. They managed to move massive stones and build incredible structures without modern technology. The materials used in constructing the Giza pyramids, mainly limestone and granite, were quarried nearby, showcasing the ancient Egyptians' resourcefulness and their ability to manipulate massive stones with precision. The logistics of transporting these stones and assembling them into the monumental structures we see today are just as impressive as any speculative celestial alignment. In China, the Xi'an pyramids, which are lesser known compared to their Egyptian counterparts, are generally believed to be tombs or burial mounds constructed during the Han Dynasty. Unlike Egypt's pyramids, which are celebrated for their precise architecture, the pyramids in Xi'an are more modest in their construction and do not resemble the classic sharp-pointed shape of the Giza pyramids. They are built from rammed earth and clad in vegetation, making them blend more seamlessly into the landscape. The theory that these pyramids are aligned with any particular star constellations does not hold much traction among historians and archaeologists, as there is little evidence to support such claims. The modest design of the Xi'an pyramids often means they are overlooked by many, even though they hold significant cultural and historical value. Moving to Mexico, the Teotihuacan pyramids, including the Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon, are known for their grand scale and historical significance in Mesoamerican culture. While researchers like Hugh Harleston Jr. have proposed that these pyramids might align with celestial bodies like the Pleiades, the connection to Orion or Sirius is not widely supported. The materials used in these pyramids, mainly volcanic stone, reflect the local geography and demonstrate the adaptability and engineering skills of the Teotihuacan people. The site itself is strategically positioned to observe astronomical events, such as the equinoxes, which were of significant cultural importance to the people of Teotihuacan. Despite their grandeur, many mysteries about Teotihuacan's people and their reasons for building such structures remain unsolved, leaving us with more questions than answers. The star Sirius holds a special place in many cultures, most notably in ancient Egypt, where it was associated with the goddess Isis and was crucial for the timing of the Nile's annual flood. The belief that Sirius could serve as a gateway to other realms is a modern interpretation, heavily influenced by theosophical ideas, which blend spiritualism with science in an attempt to uncover hidden truths about the universe. Theories that posit ancient monuments as portals to other dimensions or evidence of alien intervention are often criticized for their lack of scientific rigor and reliance on conjectural interpretations. These theories can overshadow the real achievements of ancient civilizations by attributing their successes to external or mystical influences rather than human ingenuity and adaptability. The narrative surrounding the alignment of pyramids with celestial bodies, such as Orion and Sirius, is a compelling exploration of human creativity and our perpetual quest to understand the cosmos and our place within it. While these theories offer an exciting perspective on our historical and architectural legacies, they should be approached with a critical mindset, balancing the intriguing possibilities they propose with the solid foundations of empirical research and archaeological findings. Engaging critically with these ideas allows us to appreciate both the ingenuity of ancient civilizations and the complex, often mystical ways in which humans relate to the universe. Finally, let's explore a mysterious gateway believed to touch other realms. Exploring Aramu Muru's lethal portal. The Aramu Muru site, often called the Gateway of the Gods, is full of mystery and legend. Carved directly into a granite rock face near Lake Titicaca in Peru, some believe it was made by the Inca civilization between the 13th and 16th centuries, showcasing their advanced stone carving skills. The gateway measures about 7 meters in height and width, with a central alcove that is around 2 meters high. This architectural precision and the use of red granite common in the region highlight the Incas' mastery of rock cutting, evident in the symmetrical and polished surfaces of the structure. Legend has it that an Inca priest named Aramu Muru used a golden disc, referred to as the key of the gods of the 7 rays, to open the portal. He then disappeared into it, never to be seen again. This story adds to the site's mystical allure, suggesting it could lead to other dimensions or serve as a bridge to the spiritual realm. The site's exact purpose remains unconfirmed, and various theories have been proposed. Some believe it might have been a sacred ceremonial or ritual site, while others suggest it could have been used for astronomical observations, particularly because of its alignment with the winter solstice sun. However, no definitive archaeological evidence supports these ideas, and the true function of Aramu Muru continues to be a topic of debate among historians and archaeologists. Today, Aramu Muru attracts tourists and spiritual seekers worldwide, drawn by its enigmatic history and the stunning natural scenery of the surrounding area. Many visitors report a strong mystical energy at the site, and some claim to experience visions or other paranormal phenomena, although these experiences are anecdotal and add to the folklore surrounding the gateway. For those intrigued by the fusion of historical mystery and spiritual legend, Aramu Muru offers a unique glimpse into the ancient Inca civilization and the enduring power of myth in shaping our understanding of historical sites. The combination of advanced stone carving techniques and the surrounding natural beauty makes Aramu Muru a fascinating place to explore. Interestingly, the Aramu Muru site also connects with local traditions and beliefs. Some locals believe that the gateway is a powerful spiritual site that holds ancient energies. They perform rituals and ceremonies here, hoping to connect with these energies and seek blessings. This adds another layer to the site's significance, blending history with living traditions. The area around Lake Titicaca, where Aramu Muru is located, is rich with other archaeological and cultural sites. For instance, the lake itself is said to be the birthplace of the Inca civilization. Exploring this region provides a broader context for understanding the Incas' way of life and their impressive achievements in architecture and engineering. The natural landscape around Aramu Muru also plays a role in its allure. The site is surrounded by breathtaking views of the Andes Mountains and the shimmering waters of Lake Titicaca. This stunning scenery adds to the sense of awe and mystery that visitors often feel. The combination of natural beauty and historical significance makes Aramu Muru a unique destination for both adventurers and those seeking spiritual experiences. Do you think Aramu Muru really is a portal to another dimension? If you enjoyed this journey into the mysteries of Aramu Muru, don't forget to like, leave your comments, and subscribe for more.